3,
2,
3,
go!
2, boom!
Hey!
We gotta get that better. Oh my gosh. Good morning, my brilliant beams of boldness. Welcome to Sunny TV, where every story's got a little sparkle. The
And
vibes
nonsense.
are always on SPF check, and your morning cup of coffee comes with a citrus twist. Today's show is hotter than the asphalt in August, even though, yep, we're just about to get into July, and brighter than your ex's jealousy issues. Hey, you're gonna want to take those flip-flops, babes, and slide into this spectrum of a day. Mel, what's on the menu today, girl?
A Clay County queen hauls in a sea monster with zero fear and needs a chicken feed scale. What?
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 A bus becomes a home, and a home becomes a dream, and someone might be living better than all of us. It's Joy on Wheels. Christina Joy in studio!
Yes.
Yes!
And two local icons team up to make music magic in a black box. And no, it's not a tech launch.
A middle schooler turns fire hero before breakfast, and the fire chief is already saving
That's
him a
awesome.
desk. This is cute.
Plus, you don't want to miss this one, a golf tournament that's more heart than handicapped, and the scholarship legacy it tees off.
Yeah, shout out Tammy Morabito.
Yes.
And a shipwreck surfaces at King's Landing. Remember King's Landing?
Yes.
And we're officially screaming plot twist in Croatian. No idea.
And guess what? My playlist is back with booty, ballads, and Billboard glory. Today's music countdown will leave you breathless.
I'm ready for today, yes. And someone,
This segment.
someone in St. Augustine actually called their mom during a makeout section. What? Overheard in St. Augustine is coming in hot today, girl.
And of course, we're slinging it through the decades, checking your solar sizzling weather report and dropping fresh Hey Girl, Hey horoscopes heat. That's so accurate, it might burn your eyebrows off so you can draw them back on.
It's fierce.
It's fresh and
It's
it's Sunny TV. Oh my God,
my
guys.
goodness. I love every
This
minute
is
of it.
hilarious.
Just like we love the Bailey Group since 1957, Bailey Group has been a cut above
that's the
the
year
rest.
you were born, right?
They're amazing individuals. And, literally, you go to any event in St. Augustine or you see any nonprofit out there,
Yeah.
the Bailey Group is the first in line, always there
Yes.
to make sure everybody is ready to rock and roll and make sure that this community is super successful. I've got to give a shout out to the team. They're incredible.
Don't they do that big ALS walk every
They
year?
do, and we are gearing up for that. So that's going to be in November to remember. But they also have a focus on individual health, life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and a personalized service to deliver peace of mind you deserve. They're incredible, just like everybody on the Bailey Group team. Give them a
Yes.
call, 904-461-1800.
And their office is right there on Anastasia Island, right when you
love
come
it.
over the bridge, right?
Like a beacon, yes.
Yes, it's and they have the best. Okay, so when you go in, they have this bowl of mints that sits at the front desk, but they're not like the hard round disc mints that Pizza Hut used to give you.
Okay.
When you get your booklet, they're like those puffy ones. They're so good. All right, so here is Mel's weather report because I continually like to talk to myself in
Mark
third
Bailey's
person.
like, great. I'm known for my mints.
Yes.
Perfect.
Hey, everyone's got to be known for something, right? Good morning, my solar sweethearts. Oh, David, you did a good job with Chat GPT on that one. It's Thursday, June 26th, and the vibes are brighter than a disco ball that hangs in Davey's living room.
Hey.
We're sizzling with a high of 92, but it's going to feel like 109. And a low of 77. Really? I doubt that. So the sun dialed it all the way up and said, let's toast these buns, honey.
Oh, my gosh.
Expect golden rays galore, but don't get too comfy. Humidity is clinging harder than a toddler at daycare drop-off.
I'm saying they don't want to go in.
That's true. There's a slight
Mommy.
chance of an afternoon pout from the sky, but maybe a cloud passing, trying to throw shade, but we'll see. Drama cloud, and we're not here today for it.
Yeah, serious clouds are all over the place.
You know what? Put your SPF on like always, and don't forget to hydrate. Put your electrolytes if you need them. That IV, liquid IV, I don't like that stuff. It's,
I don't care
no.
for the taste. It's too, yeah.
So stay sun-kissed, stay sensational, and remember, you don't melt, darling. You glisten.
Ooh.
Back
I
to you in the
love.
studios, sunshines, and by studios, I mean David.
I love it. And we're going to pivot over to the great local music report. Strum it, drum it, hum it down, Sunnies. It's time for the local music report to make you proud on this Thursday, June 26th. We got Jim Lamb at the Milltop Tavern. We got Joshua Tennessee Worthy at Bin 39 at 1. Zaza Flamenco. We love her so much. La Cochina at the Cellar upstairs at 1. Smokin' Joe Shower at Backyard Island Cafe at Meehan's at 3. Ooh, Sean Ryan at Bin 39 at 4
39 's
o'clock.
keeping it real with music.
Kaylin Caleb Joy at Marsh Creek Country Club. Good luck, Caleb, at 4. John Winters at Fusion 904 Eatery at 5. Vinny Jacobs at Hurricane Grill at 5. Fawn Kaiser at Oasis Deck and Restaurant
That's a cool name.
at 5. Trevor Compton at St. Augustine Shores Golf Club at 5. Oh, we've got Mike Cook at the Conch House Marina Resort at 5 o'clock p.m. Go say hi to Lucci and Jordan. Bill Sabo at OC White's Restaurant at 5. What are you ordering, a pizza?
I'm talking to our Sunnies right now. I'm asking them what's in their cup this morning.
Doug Hyde at the Dog or Not Marina Munch, and concerts in the Plaza. You got to check. Make sure you're watching socials. At 6 o'clock p.m., we got Crab Creek. They're awesome. Ooh, the sultry sounds of Jim Acelta at Barillo's Pizza at 6. Dana Vocals at the Hilton St. Augustine Historic Bayfront at 6. Brett Blackshear at Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill at 6 o'clock p.m. Oh, the bad endings at Pesca Volano by Michael Lugo at 6 o'clock p.m. Alana Sophia, no relation to Morissette, at Pierre's Pub at 6. Nice, very nice name. Julie Papili at Pierre's Pub, also at 6. They must be playing together. House Cats at the Prohibition Kitchen
That's
at
fun.
6. We got Wayland, the band, at Colonial Oak Music Park at 7. Contact Buzz at Trade Winds Lounge at 9. This is amazing lineup today.
Oh my God. And what's amazing, FYI, is our guest today.
I am super
Wait, and
excited.
she's going to be hanging out with us the whole show, yeah?
She is hanging out with us the whole show.
Yay.
All right, my Radiant Rays, get ready to meet the woman who just doesn't follow the sun. She built her dream on wheels and chased it across the horizon. She's a solar power, soul spark, a purpose-driven powerhouse, and a total beam of light in our community. From bus life brilliance to delivering fresh hope with pie in the sky, Christina Joy is proof that when you follow your glow, magic always follows you back. Let's give a warm welcome to Christina Joy, everybody. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Christina, how are you this fabulous morning?
I am so stoked to be here right now.
We're so
Thank
happy
you
you're
for
here.
having me.
I am
oh my
so
gosh.
pumped. So let's dive into this. Take us
Okay.
back when living the dream kind of just first hit you and you made the brave idea to remix your life in a bus.
Well, the first time I thought about it was actually 2015. And
wow.
at the time, I had a nonprofit organization called Joy Moja. And the purpose of it was to help kids in Tanzania go to school.
Oh, cool.
But what I did here was sell things that I would buy in the markets there. I would sell that here. And then I'd travel around kind of the Southeast United States. And I threw little music festivals and little like trunk show events and whatnot.
Bohemian vibes
Yeah,
all the way.
kind
Okay.
of that. I mean, really African vibe.
I
you
love
know?
it.
It was
Yes.
like really bright fabrics and like cool jewelry and like beaded sandals, like just
Fun.
beautiful stuff.
Cool.
So that's what I did. And I'd always have musician friends with me and they'd like play a set while I was setting up my stuff, you know? And so it kind of started there. And I was like, it'd be really cool if I got a school bus and converted it and made that kind of like my
Traveling
kind of trunk show. And I was like, man, that would be cool. And I'm taking the kids to school in the bus, so it turned into this like
makes sense.
Yeah, like
Makes
I'm helping
sense.
kids go to school this way. So I was like really stoked about it then, and it all just kind of fell off and it didn't work out that way. But fast forward to years later, it's 2021 and I'm living in Maine, and at the time I was the COO of a company and just working my butt off, honestly. But whenever I went on a vacation, like I truly went on a vacation, and I got to a point that I'm like, I want to take my cats on vacations too. I want to have cozy everywhere that I go. And then I'm like, well, maybe I need an RV, and I can like train the cats to whatever on a bus. Well, that ended up turning. Well, the RV, it started with an RV, and then it turned into a bus. But the point is that I just started to realize that I just wanted my cozy space everywhere I went. And I wanted to be able to have a great view everywhere from my own home. And I didn't want to stay in one place anymore.
But the dream was huge.
Yeah.
Because when you really dove into this, reality really kind of stepped in. Can you
Oh my
talk a
gosh.
little bit about that?
Yeah. So here's the thing. When you take on a project like this, I mean, I was thinking, okay, this is the amount of money I'm going to spend, and this is the amount of time, and like this
we
is
all
how I'm
do.
going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, that's all doable. Well, no, it's wrong. wrong.
It
because
sounds like
what
every
it
day of my
turned
life.
into, I have a multiplier for this. It's times 3.
Okay.
So whatever you think it's going to be, energy, money, time, whatever it is, multiply it by 3, and that's the very minimum that it's going to take.
wow.
And it might be more.
Really?
That's what I have learned in this project. And the more people I've talked to who do this kind of life, they say the same thing. You know, I thought this project might take me a year. It took me almost 4.
So why didn't you just say, okay, I'm going to hire somebody to do this? What made you say, I want to do this myself?
So, you know, you see all of these like Instagram buses and vans and that
And
life.
the container,
And-
shipping container houses. It's like,
Oh,
oh, that's
yeah.
so
I think they're
easy.
so
Oh my
I
gosh.
could do it.
And you know what? It's the thing is that a lot of these buses and vans aren't really built for like different weather. They're not insulated well. They
Right.
leak all over the place.
Oh,
Half
yeah.
the systems. So the problem is that the builders in this industry are. It doesn't
It's gotta
always
be
work out.
Outrageous.
Yeah,
to
and
hire
it's so
someone, right?
expensive. And so and the other part is that my grandpa, like, okay, so I grew up spending all kinds of time in my grandpa's barn. That was my favorite place to be. And he taught me how to use a table saw.
Oh.
Standing
still have all
on
your
a
fingers.
rickety little stool when I was like 6. I mean, it was really a bad idea. But now, you know, I look back and I'm like just really grateful I had all of those experiences with him. Well, fast forward to now, I didn't know how to use a tool anymore,
Yeah.
but I remembered all of those amazing times with him. And he was also
awesome.
a diesel mechanic, and he built all sorts of things. And
Oh, wow.
so anyway, the bus was
That's
also
super cool.
in homage.
And
it was,
you still have all your fingers, so I guess you did great with the table saw.
I did. He
Right?
didn't.
She got all her digits.
Yeah, he actually he was missing some fingers because of table saw.
Not
Actually,
fun.
same table saw that I learned on.
So tell us a little bit about the beauty, the bus. How did you find her? It's a municipal bus, right?
Yep, it's a city bus, which is a really strange thing. There aren't many people out there that do this kind of bus, and it actually made it more challenging for me. I didn't understand that when I got into it. But like I said, I was living in Maine, and I was searching for a couple of months for the right bus, and I found this one in Indiana.
Wow.
And so after a couple of weeks of like flirting with it, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And I got all the legal stuff, you know, like the permit to drive it back and all of that stuff
So
done.
cool.
And I just flew there and got a ride to this guy's shop.
Did you practice how to drive a bus beforehand?
You know what? You know what I thought, and I was so wrong. I thought this is going to be like, okay, I'm going to drive like a U-Haul across the country. I've
True.
done that before.
It's not the same, no.
Oh no. Oh hell no, it's not the same. Totally different. So I fly all the way there. I get dropped off at his shop and I'm like, well, shit, I guess I'm driving it home today.
Oh my
Or tomorrow.
God,
It was the next
girl.
day.
And you've never driven a bus before?
Not like that.
I
I,
love
thought
it.
I knew. I thought I would know. and
I love this story
didn't.
even more now.
I think going forward, I'd be okay, but backing up, girl, bye.
Beep. Back that thing up, man. Let me
Right.
tell you, it's not easy. And the other thing, this is the most bizarre part about it that you don't think about. I'm sitting in front of the wheels, not
Oh,
behind
yeah.
them.
Oh my goodness.
So
You sounded
everything
like
is
Susan.
different. Like when I turn, I'm like, I have to pass the thing with my body before I make it's such a
Oh.
weird feeling.
no, ma'am, no
My-
ham. I would be
no.
crashing everywhere.
And I'm just as
Same.
wide as the lane. So
Yeah,
there's no
me
give.
too.
And I'm all like squirrely out there.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
it was
No.
4 days back. And I think on day 3 or 2, I was in the mountains somewhere and I finally just pull over and just sob. And I was like,
What am I
What?
doing?
the hell have I done?
Yeah.
Like, what did I do? Like,
Yeah.
I can't do
That's
this.
every breakthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
have
then
to
I
break
just
down to
was
break
like,
through.
I can't just leave this bus on the side of a mountain. Like, I got to drive it home. This is my ride.
Oh my
So
God.
Oh,
I
this
kept
is
going.
hilarious.
I kept on going.
And so you get home,
Yeah.
and then you're like, okay, so how did you get started on it right away?
I thought I did. You know, because
Yeah.
it's like the magnitude of what was coming. I didn't really
Right.
understand all that I would have to do. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get it cleaned up and I'm going to, you know, and
I mean, there's people in comments that we've been watching this journey. So, like, I'm trying to paint the picture for the people that haven't been watching, but literally, Mel, like, gutting it out.
Yeah, I
like,
don't know.
taking all the seats out. Fine, right? Easy peasy.
full on demo.
Yeah, but then
Actually,
you got-
taking
you-
it apart was harder.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Because
So
I
it's
I
like-
had to learn how to use like a sawzall and a cut off wheel on a. I
Oh,
mean,
Lord.
it was.
So
I
is it like
didn't-
demoing a house where you take it down to the studs? Like,
Yeah.
You took it down to the studs.
I took it all the way down to the framing and the. And
Were
the
you thinking
shell.
at that point, I should have just bought a damn RV?
There were lots of times. But
Yeah.
you know why I didn't?
Huh.
And this is important. Have you ever seen one of those things in an accident?
No.
No.
No bueno.
Oh.
Like
Tell us.
they
Like a
just
Pepsi
they're
can?
made so poorly.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
my.
they just poof, like disintegrate.
I don't
and then
want that.
everything you care about, well, in my case, my cats and everything I own because I'm going to be in it full time, all of that goes too. And that was one of the main reasons. They're just not safe.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So it was that. And I also, I wanted to learn how to use tools and I wanted to learn how to
Yeah.
get dirty and get out there and do
Wow.
the thing myself. And so it was really just kind of all of that.
But okay, so tell Mel a little bit about the journey with this because
Yeah.
it's not like she just showed up in St. Augustine and was like, okay, I'm
Here's
gonna,
my bus.
yeah, whoa. No, she literally had to go to like a community in Georgia, if I'm saying this right. And they this community does this and they rally around each other and they help each other
So they're like
create.
cheerleaders.
Yeah, essentially, right? Is she saying that right?
It is like that. It's set up to be that way, and it just depends on who's there at the time. I mean, and to be honest with you, I didn't have a lot of help with the bus until the last month there,
Oh.
and so which wasn't what I expected. But the last month that I was there was because there was another couple there, and they just recognized the situation I was in and jumped in and started helping me.
I love that.
And it
They're
was
like, let's help this girl. She needs us.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was tough, and I lost my cat, who was my soul kitty,
Oh my gosh,
like
I'm
during
sorry.
all of that. So
Oh, my God.
there was just a lot of really intense stuff going on. But I'll tell you, it's the people who pop in and they just change
They're
it all
angels.
for you. And
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
nope, let's support you. You're going to get through this. Let's make this happen. And I don't know how many midnights there were. And I'm out there, like putting studs up and whatever else.
'Cause you
Preparing.
lived in like a tiny home.
I was in
just
a
to
little
build-
cabin.
Yeah, to build out the bus.
Yep,
right?
and there
Okay.
was a little outhouse. So,
God bless you.
so that was the situation. And it's Georgia in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean it was a good setup that they had there. It was
Right.
it was what needed to happen. I needed to get away from the hustle bustle of St. Augustine cuz I love to get sucked into
Yeah.
everything that makes my heart sing. So
Right, true.
It got me away from things so that I could focus better on the bus for sure.
So the bus now is you got air conditioning. We got that's in comments
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
How did that go?
Well,
What is it, like a mini split system?
it is. It's a mini split. Yeah, it's like a 12,000
Who are you?
BTU mini
Who are
split.
you right
You're
now?
welcome.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know what that is.
That's why we're friends.
Yep. So that's what it is. And it's, I had to figure out where to mount it. So I had to build a wall and
Okay.
there's just so much more to it than like, oh, let me just put this
Right.
AC in.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a lot, and so I got that done. It took about a month, honestly, for me to do all the prep work for it. And
Right.
then had my friend Ashley come and she helped me, install the thing because she knows how to do those things. And so thankfully I have AC.
So first real night sleeping on the bus.
Oh,
Were you nervous?
my gosh.
How do you lock the door?
So I have an entry, like the regular bus entry,
Mm-hmm.
and then I built a wall right behind. I call it the cockpit. It's going to be all Star Wars up there. 'cause
Oh,
I'm
I
a
love
total
it.
Star
Yes,
Wars fanatic.
R2D2, yeah.
Yeah, I
Your
mean it's going to be
spaceship.
like Starship level stuff,
love
but
it.
it's not right now. It just is my kind of tool room and mud room. Anyway, so there's a wall there and an RV door, so I can lock that door
Okay.
coming in and out.
Okay.
So that's how I lock it. I have a way to lock the other door too, but I need to improve that a little bit.
So what first night sleeping in the bus?
First night. So actually, this is a funny cat story. It's
Okay.
not even just the bus. So I have two cats that moved into the bus, right? And that night they were, they're both just totally freaked out because everything we own up there is just like thrown in on the
Right.
floor.
Right.
Because the next morning I'm leaving to go to this bus event in Florida. So anyway, I moved the cats in, and my bear, he's usually my dominant cat. And then Lucky is like the playful cat that she's kind of stupid, but
I
don't
love
tell
her.
her. She's the cutest thing. So anyway, Lucky.
a girl named Lucky.
Oh my! So Lucky
lucky.
Stop
is
it.
like, she's like losing her mind and like hissing and growling, and I'm like, what is she going on about? I've never
She's
seen
about
her
to
like
eat your
that.
face. That's what's
I
about to happen.
realized she's stalking Bear. And I was like, what are you stalking your brother for? And he's the dominant cat always. She decided that night she wanted to be the dominant cat.
Whoa.
So not only are we staying in this bus for the first time
Yeah.
in the middle of
Your
this
cats
homestead,
flipped the script on you.
my cats are I mean, they were brutally fighting each other, and I was like, "Oh my god,
What was that all about?
She's like, what have I done?
I don't
what have I done?
know." She wanted to be the dominant cat all of a sudden.
Maybe
and
change
it
an
took-
environment?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe he was feeling weak because it's a new space for him, and she was like, "Oh, here's my chance."
Yeah.
You know?
So how is their relationship now?
Fine,
Okay.
but it took me getting bit
Yeah.
by Lucky, and then I had a doctor visit. It was a whole thing.
God bless.
It was wild, but they're fine now.
Okay.
But I know who she is now. I'm like, girl, I know who you are.
Oh my
Age is so
God.
Oh my
dopey.
God, she's so funny.
Well, speaking of Lucky, you're also doing a lot of work with Pie in the Sky.
Mm-hmm.
I love this organization. I mean, I love Malia. I think she's an incredible force of nature. I cannot wait
Oh
when
my
the
gosh.
day I get Malia into studio,
Oh
which
my
it will be some time.
gosh.
I get it because she has to come from Guam. But that's what she tells me. She's like, I can't get there. I'm coming from Guam.
Oh, she
but
can get here. Don't you
I
let her
love
tell
her.
you that.
I love
We'll
her
go
so
pick her.
much.
I'll go pick her up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Send me your address, and I will come get you.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
Yes.
you're doing some great work with them. Can you talk a little bit about this organization?
yeah, totally. So Pie in the Sky. I mean, I'll speak about it like you don't know what it is, but I feel like a lot of people in town are
No, we want
onto
the
it
ins
now.
and outs and the scoop.
Yeah. So basically, Pie in the Sky is an organization that helps battle senior hunger, and you don't realize how many people, even in just St. Johns County, or seniors in St. Johns
Right.
County, are food insecure.
True story.
I mean, thousands are living either at or under poverty level, and
With
it's
no
not like
family, nobody
no.
to help. Yeah.
And even if they do have families are so busy, and families
Right.
have other things going
Also,
on. You're
too,
not
Some families aren't close. Like my
Yeah.
mother, she needs to get to a doctor's appointment. She needs something. My husband and I were on. That's my mom. But some people don't do that when their parents get older. They're just like, "You're good,"
yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
and it's sad.
It is, and it's also sometimes it's on accident
Right.
because when you have a busy life, you don't realize how much time goes by. Sometimes, I mean, you can even see this with friends. Well, the point is that there are a lot of seniors just in our county alone who are really struggling with food insecurity. And they, think of it also this way. These are people who they don't want to tell everybody that. They don't want to admit that. These are people in their 70s, their 80s. They've worked their asses off their
Right.
whole lives,
They're boomers.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is it's hard to even call to ask for that help.
Right.
Yeah, true.
So,
And
right,
this isn't crappy produce. I want to
No.
really put that out
No,
there.
it's like great.
No, they get eggs.
Oh,
Like Johnny Barnes
yeah.
is making sure that senior citizens
totally.
get a dozen eggs. Do you know
Totally.
what you can do with eggs? Mr. Barnes has taught me a
love
2-egg sandwich. You guys, a 2-egg sandwich is luxury. And you don't want a 1 egg, you want a 2 because the
Yeah.
balance is real nice.
Yep.
He's amazing.
I
human
love
being. I
him.
love you, Johnny Barnes.
2-egg sandwich. And how should we make these eggs?
Scramble them up any way you like, little lady. You're going to meet him. He's amazing.
Over easy.
Anyway, I cut
Sunny
you off. but
side
yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
That's
Sunny
how.
side. I see what
Yeah,
you did there.
you like
Hey. So going back to Pie in the Sky, why was it super important for you to partner with this incredible organization?
Well, Malia was looking for an assistant.
Okay.
And so, I was actually on a plane with Patty, and Patty's like, look at this, that Malia just posted. You should contact her. You guys would get along great. This is literally a year ago right now. And so I reached out to her, and I'm the operations girl. So immediately what I realized is that this is an organization that's 15 years new.
Yeah.
Old, but it's 15 years in the
Seasoned.
making.
Right.
And so many things can happen in 15 years.
Oh, my.
And part of that is as it grows and new people come on, everybody has their different ways of communicating with the executive director or with each other.
Yeah.
And that means that there are Google Docs. That means there's some Microsoft users. That means there's some other stuff. And everything is just kind of hodgepodge together after a while. Nobody was doing anything wrong. It's
Right.
just that they are busy doing the mission.
Yeah.
And so being the operations person, I was like, okay,
You're
in
like,
order
let's
to get
reel this
Malia
in.
organized, we have to streamline how this information is fed to her and how she's pushing it back out there to
True,
everyone.
yeah.
We really need to centralize this. And so that's the work I do. It's the behind the scenes stuff, like cleaning up the administrative stuff and the operational stuff. I set them up a Microsoft Teams and a Microsoft SharePoint. So they have a whole Microsoft custom Microsoft environment that now all of the communications are happening there. I mean, it's just a really cool.
And this is kind of in
setup.
tangent of what you actually do for a
It
living,
is.
which is your consulting company, right?
It is.
Can you talk a little bit
absolutely.
about that?
Yep. So I love to work with businesses really in all ways, but startups. I love startups because I love the dream. You
Yeah.
know, I love the dream, and I love working with people on purpose and their dreams, and like
Yeah.
helping them do the thing.
Yeah.
And especially people who are like coming out of corporate situations who are just kind of beat up.
Right.
And they're like, I just need to start this side gig so I can start like, making this thing happen, and I can get to my dream. You know.
This is where I am
Yeah.
in my life, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
this is it right here.
Right.
And so I love that. But what I really love is working with companies. Maybe they've been around a little bit for a few years or a handful of years, but they're in this growth situation, and things are becoming a mess because of it.
Right.
I love working with that. And I really like to work with, the employees individually to learn how each one of them operates, how they learn, how they work, figure out exactly what they do, work with the owner, work with everyone, and then come up with a custom solution that really allows like the employees to shine.
Oh, I
Because
love
think
that.
that's the most important
It's your
part.
backbone.
You
Absolutely.
have to let them
You have to
show up all the way.
I
and
know.
let them
You
do
know?
what they're good at, because everybody is better at different things. You know,
Totally.
like at the gym, my thing is tumbling.
Right.
We have a coach who her thing is the flexibility aspect.
Mm-hmm.
We have another coach who's like amazing with like formations and spacing and all that stuff. So, but you got to let everybody highlight what they do well, because I think that's what makes a successful business. And the fact that you
Yeah.
can be the wizard
Yeah.
Yeah.
that gets that, what is it?
Sorceress.
The sorceress.
Ooh.
Hey,
I'm
you
in.
show up
I'm
and
in.
you
Not just
really
the hat,
help
right?
them capitalize on that. I think that's huge. And you're very calm. So I
Yeah.
think that's another piece to it. Like,
Uh-huh.
it's like, I
Soothing.
can trust the space.
Yeah.
It's that, and it's the training too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do custom training sessions and workshops for the employees and like make sure that everybody's on the same page. And, I don't know. I have a kind of an open door policy. Anyone can reach out in the company if I'm working with a company and talk to me confidentially, or, because I need to know the whole system before I can truly.
So
That's-
taking this whole journey, I want to tie this all in with a pretty bow, because I think the bus story really kind of ties in with consulting, and I think that
It does.
what you had to go through is what you can appreciate now and see this whole bigger vista, this whole bigger picture. You had to break down to break through. So
Yeah.
can you tie that together? Can you see how the bus moment really took your consulting career, even elevated it even further?
Absolutely, because it's the experience of the dream, and businesses start as a dream. Businesses or organizations or any of it. I say businesses, but I mean any institutions, any business, any organization. It starts with a dream or an idea. And maybe some people have a business that maybe isn't their dream, but they still put their whole heart into it. And so it's still dream work in my
Yeah.
mind. It's still purpose work in my mind. And that's exactly what the bus was. It's a decision I'm going to make. I'm going to spend a ridiculous amount of money on it and a ridiculous amount of time, more than I, thought I was, and it's the same thing that happens in every single business and
Yeah.
in every single organization, And so it literally all just meshes right into each
I mean,
other.
That's kind of how Sunday
know?
TV started. I mean, I
Yeah.
had a dream, and I told my friend RJ, who has Maritime Studios, and said, let me make this magic for you.
Yeah.
And let's do this together, and let's do this as a great community piece to be able to shine a huge light on
Yeah.
St. Johns County.
In a positive way,
And
with all the
connect with-
positive.
Connect with that positive joy. This is an incredible moment. So how can people follow you? How can people get in touch with you with consulting? What's all the communications?
So, consulting, I'm in the midst of building a website. I've never done that. So now I'm learning to build websites, which
Yeah,
is.
God
Is there
bless.
anything
Let me
you
just
can't
add
do?
that to
Yeah,
my list
we're
of
doing that
things.
too.
Oh
Yes,
my gosh.
yes.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, so I'm working on a website. So that's not up and running yet. I do have social media that I'm terrible at updating because I don't like the marketing part of it either. I would just want to do operations, y'all.
Oh my gosh, I might know a gal. Gotcha.
Oh my gosh, I
Okay.
would love that.
Yes.
So you can email me. It's Christina@cjoyconsulting.com. You can reach out to me on Facebook as well. It's also C Joy Consulting on Facebook. And then I have a bus page that I'm also terrible at updating, but at least it's a little better
It's
than
there.
the consulting page.
Yeah.
It
Wait,
exists.
can you-
And that is C Joyride.
Got it.
Because
Can
the
you
bus's
tell
name
us,
is Joyride.
a funny story about the bus. Someone hailed you down.
Oh,
my
thanks,
I
Mel.
want to
Thank
hear
you,
this.
Mel.
I read
Thanks,
it and I was
Mel.
like, wait, I want to hear
I
this.
totally
in all
forgot that
the
question.
land.
Thank you, Mel.
Yeah, no, this is good.
Because
So-
I love a funny story.
All
on
right,
my
so
way
you're on the bus, yeah.
and I'm on my way back from Indiana. So this
okay.
is literally as I'm.
When you first started driving the bus.
Well, this is the last day, like 2 blocks from my house, like where I was living. So it was days. I'm so excited to be home. I'm just like exhausted, and the buses in South Portland, which is where I lived, are the same. It's the same size. It's literally the same city bus. It's so crazy. So anyway, I'm like heading home, and there's this lady at a bus stop, and she's like losing her mind, and she's waving all over.
It was
my
me.
gosh.
And I
It
couldn't
was me.
figure it out at first. And as I keep passing her, she like throws her bag on the ground and she's
Oh,
like
no.
cussing at me. And I'm like, oh my God, she
Oh, she
wanted me to
lost her
pick her
mind.
up. She wanted a ride.
She thought you ditched her.
She thought you were the bus.
Yeah, I hope still to this day, I don't know if she thinks she missed the bus. But I always wondered if
yeah.
like she stayed. But it took me a minute to understand because I was just exhausted. But that was one of my favorite like
Where
coming
were
home
you?
stories. I was in South Portland.
Oh
I
my
was
gosh.
like literally
Listen,
about
Becky
to
in
turn
South
onto my
Portland.
street.
We
to
are
be
learning
home.
about you,
Yes.
lady.
Oh my
I
God.
want you to look into your camera right there and apologize. Your camera's right over here.
Oh, okay.
And apologize to Becky from South, wherever it was.
I'm so sorry, lady. I'm so sorry.
said lady.
And I hope you didn't break anything in your purse.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hilarious.
So good. Well,
This
I'm
is
going to tell
huge.
you.
Oh my God. I love this interview is one of my favorite. They're all
I'm glad.
my favorites, but I knew my mom would love this.
Yeah.
And she's in the comments like, oh my God, her energy. My mom is now going to be your
What
best
did
friend.
Vicky say? Vicky's my
Yay.
favorite
Vicky's
comment.
been going off. She had some good comments.
Christina is a major problem solver. Yes. High five, Miss Vicky. Yes.
Oh, Vicky also says, oh, how funny with 5 exclamation points.
I love it.
So
well,
funny.
stay with us because
I'm
we'd
here.
love to have you on the rest of the show. We can still keep chiming in, but I want to give everybody some great expectations. Looking to sell your home, your business, or maybe everything in between. You need great expectations by your side, whether it's traditional real estate or fast-paced world of auctions. They've got the experience, the network, and the hustle to make your next move, boo. They're going to pull it all together. Check them out today, geauction.com. Great expectations where big dreams meet real results.
And let me say real quick,
Please do.
Jenna
Yeah.
She's
is
amazing.
a unicorn.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolute.
Oh my gosh. You
100%.
want to
Force
talk
of
about
nature.
the perfect energy.
Yeah.
Like
And
she's
so,
got
like,
it.
I told her every time she comes, I'm like, can you just read me a bedtime story? Like, she's got that voice.
Yeah.
She could make me buy
I will
anything,
tell
too.
you,
I know.
since we're being reminiscent on Star, I got to actually do a big video about how Sunny TV got started, but she was one of the first ones to push me through the threshold. And she goes, honey, you got this. You got me. Let's do it together. And yeah, she amazing lady. Yes, she is the unicorn. Chief giraffe.
Yeah.
I love
Chief
that.
Pip. All
She's
right.
Pip. All right. So we've got a very powerful story of an incredible local event that's coming up. This is the Cooper Lyles Foundation is hosting their first ever Play Like Coop golf tournament on Saturday. Save the date, everybody. September 27th at St. Augustine Shores Golf Club. Davey, why are you telling us about an event that's happening in September? Well, this foundation needs our help as a community to rally around. The tournament honors Cooper Lyles, a beloved son, brother, student athlete whose spirit lives on through scholarships and community support. Cooper's life was tragically cut short at 18, but his kindness, leadership, and love for his friends and teammates inspired the launch of this foundation. Thanks to community generosity, they have already awarded over how many in scholarships?
$10,000 in scholarships to students at St. Augustine High School, and that event will help continue the mission.
Yeah, the tournament is open to sponsors, supporters, and players from across St. Johns County. And every contribution, whether a whole sponsor, raffle donation, or scholarship supporter, helps lift the next generation, just like Coop did. Woo, that's got me on all my feels
Guys, let me
because
tell-
you know this is going a long way to some
And
students.
you know, people love golf tournaments. There's not a shortage of golf tournaments or golf courses in this town. So sponsorship packages, if you guys want to sponsor, they start at just $250 with VIP options up to $5,000. So if you own a business, this is
love
a
that.
call to action. If you're a family who's maybe experienced the same thing, Sponsor. That's how we build the community. Eagle sponsors can speak at the awards lunch and draw the 50-50 winner. That's
Great
fun.
marketing moment. Yeah,
Yes.
that's great. Okay.
Whole sponsors include custom signage and social media shout-outs. Companies can also donate prizes or goodie bag items for players. So if you can't afford to sponsor, donate a prize.
Yeah.
To sponsor, donate, email Cooper Lyles Foundation at gmail.com or call and text 352-427-7566.
7-5 what?
66.
All right, I'm putting in comments.
Yes.
Got it.
All proceeds go towards scholarship and youth programs in St. Johns County.
And let me tag my buddy Tammy Morbido.
She commented in here.
Oh, good. She's here.
Yeah.
God, I love
Play
that lady.
like Coop.
Love you, Tammy. Thank you for everything you do for us in
Yes,
this St.
this
Johns
is amazing.
County.
Get involved, guys, because especially if you have kids that are in school.
Yeah.
And specifically St. Augustine High School.
Yeah.
This is a great way because you never know when things happen and you might need that scholarship. 'Cause
Right.
let's face
Cost
it,
of books these days?
college
Forget
is
it.
not getting any cheaper.
Aye. All right.
So,
all
let's do
right.
this,
all right,
friends.
Christina, we got a good one here with you. Here we go. Because you know that you love the amphitheater. So the two of St. Augustine's most iconic arts institutions are joining forces in a really, really cool way.
Like superheroes?
Very good. The St. Augustine Amphitheater and Limelight Theater are launching a brand new concert series called Black Box Sessions.
That's fun.
Yeah, they're
that sounds like
Yeah.
mysterious.
right.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen the Black Box Theater over at
No.
Limelight?
It's so cool.
So they have the main stage, and then they have a smaller black box theater next to the main stage. It's super awesome. And
I
there's-
didn't know that. Like
Yeah.
I've totally
Like
been to the
seats
theater.
It's just
all
been
the way
sitting
up.
there,
It's
yeah.
a little bit smaller, but that's pretty
I
cool.
think they do a lot of kids
Wow.
programs over there because
Wow.
Sherry's like, it's not just been sitting there. They have been using it as
Yeah,
like
yeah,
rehearsal
yeah.
space, obviously. I think it's like around 100 seats in there. So it's a really
Wow.
cool space. But now they're going to team up and make this even better and stronger because Limelight is a nonprofit.
It is.
And so is the St. Augustine Amphitheater, but we'd love to support Limelight as much as possible.
Yeah.
So the series kicks off Tuesday, October 21st with Ben Soley, an award-winning cellist, composer, and vocalist from Kentucky. Oh, cute. Hey, Kenny.
What does Kenny do?
It's known
Ben
for
do.
blending folk, classical, and Americana into a sound of his own. Very nice. He'll perform 2 sets that evening,
cool.
6:30 and 9 p.m. So if you're an early bird, you'll go to the 6:30. If you want a little bit something different, you go to the 9, a little bit later. Those shows you'll want to experience up close. The partnership between Limelight and the AMP is creating an intimate, immersive moments for true music lovers. I think it's pretty cool, right?
Yes, I do. Let me tell you, I like Limelight. I think it's fun. It's great. Sherry's done an amazing job over there.
Yeah.
And there's not a bad seat in the house.
No.
No matter if you're in the big theater or the black box, there is not a bad seat.
Yeah.
So they're collaborating with the St. Augustine Amphitheater. Just to review, Ben Soleil will be there. Soley
Yep.
will be there October 21st. So get your tickets
Yeah.
and dress up, have fun, have a
Yeah.
good time, guys.
You love like an intimate space, right? As
I
opposed
do.
to like a big amphitheater.
I like it all.
Yeah.
I just got back from Red Rocks, my annual trip to Red Rocks.
God, it's my
Fun.
dream
and
to
this
go.
time was another like backstage experience and the
No
whole thing.
way.
Oh
Who did
yeah.
you see?
Fancy pants.
It's Trevor Hall. He's like my
Everything.
soul human.
Oh, I love this.
So yeah, it was amazing.
Did you
but
go
yeah.
backstage?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I got
how-
to meet him this
You're
time.
so
How was he?
Fancy.
How was he?
It was so amazing. He's so much taller than I thought.
Oh my
he would be.
God.
Isn't that
Really?
crazy how that
Okay,
works out?
okay.
Anyway.
Did you get a number? Did you slide in those
I mean,
DMs?
well, no. I mean, he's married. I sat right behind his wife and his
cat did.
kids, which was really amazing.
I didn't
that
ask
I
if
even
you had a wife.
that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. I know.
Wait,
Just
so
kidding.
did you go have family dinner with them?
No.
Why?
I maybe one day.
You should have said I'm coming.
Yeah,
But how
goals.
cool.
That's
Yeah,
really
so
fun.
I like it all. I like a really intimate, and
Yeah.
but I also like a massive amphitheater with 10,000 people in it.
Right.
Well, here's a cool fun factoid about Limelight. Limelight was named Best Theater in Northeast Florida 2 years running by Broadway World.
Oh, okay, okay.
You
I'm
go
telling
ahead,
you,
Limelight.
Sherry does not play. She does an amazing job, executive director over there. I love that.
So,
super freaking cool.
You know who does another great job in our county?
Ah.
Who is that, Davey?
It would be Old Town Trolley. Old Town
Listen,
Trolley.
got
Sit
it.
back and unwind and take it easy, baby, and let it go. Let Old Town Trolley take you on Tale Tellers Extend 500 years of St. Augustine's lore, culture, charm, and so much more. Hop on the trolley under the sky so blue. With views so breathtaking, it's like a debut. Licensed conductors, talented and bright, share stories and sights from morning till night. European flavor, brick-lined streets so divine, Castillo de San Marcos, a historic sign. Fountain of Youth and Flagler's Grand Hotel. It's a 90-minute Ultimate Tour and Tales to Retell. They're amazing. If you want a deal, you guys, you got to go to hometownpass.com. Sign up there. You're going to get some special deals. Let's get it. Let's do it at Old Town Trolley. They're amazing.
Tim Goss just
Oh, Lordy.
gave me he just
His
shots
White
fired.
Castle comment yesterday had
He
me on
goes,
the floor.
nice segue.
I love you, Tim.
Listen, we are the queen and king of segues, and they are terrible, but that's what makes it so fun.
Yeah, we'll have to get Tim on when it's Jimmy Jam season.
Yes.
I'm excited
Okay,
to talk
but you
about
know
Jimmy
what
Jam.
else is a
Yes.
really good segue?
Tell me.
This next segment.
Oh my gosh,
Terrible.
yes. This is crazy,
So
this
smooth.
next one.
Awful.
That was actually
I'm gonna fire myself now.
Maybe, possibly. But yeah, the World Golf Foundation is ringing alarm bells over a vacant parcel at World Golf Village. Legacy land use restrictions dating back to 1990s required that the site be used for only Hall of Fame, IMAX, golf course, or PGA productions. But with the Hall of Fame and IMAX now closed and the PGA facility is now gone, the land has been left in limbo.
Shocker.
Yeah, the foundation warns that unless these restrictions are lifted or updated, I know I see Christina lining up for this comment, or remain vacant and deteriorating until 2046. Yeah, I don't want to see that's it's a really special spot.
Don't worry, a
Yeah,
developer will
that's-
come in and build condos, so it's
You know
fine.
what would be really cool if there was like a tiny house community that was made there,
That's-
or a place where
They-
people who live in their buses could park.
They would
because
never allow
awesome.
it out there. Can you imagine the
They
uproar?
wouldn't.
Why wouldn't
But they
they?
should.
I don't
because I
know.
don't know. There's this stigma. Like,
No.
I don't know. It's a
Well,
thing.
you get that too, living in a bus.
Oh,
People think that you're
my
like
gosh.
displaced or homeless.
They're like, oh, you're homeless? I don't know. I've had that before. and
She's
I'm
like, no, I'm not homeless. I
"I'm
actually
not
own a very
homeless. I built my home. Thank you.
consulting firm.
So I mean,
I'm
but
good.
that's interesting though. I mean, I can't believe that like something like a big entity, I don't know, the foundation is just going to leave something there just to rot away because of a
crazy.
couple black and white lines on a contract. Like I don't understand that.
Yeah, but guess
Yeah.
what? If there's enough money involved, somebody will win.
Well, that's it. You know, someone's got to
true.
clean that up, and somebody should do it before. What was it?
2046.
46. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be dead by then, so.
Not me.
got
I'll be
time for
in
that.
Sunnydale Farms.
But you know what? You'll be in the villages.
Still doing Sunny TV.
So the
Still
infrastructure.
do it with different loofahs. I'm
I
gonna
was
have
about
one.
to say,
Yeah.
what color loofah are you?
Oh my
my
God.
God.
We don't need
Yes.
to talk about the
It
loofah
is the
colors.
morning time.
Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, I was sent the different colors of the loofahs and what they mean.
No, we're not going to do. We'll do that
Excuse me.
segment on
Sorry.
tomorrow's show.
But anyway, yeah,
So-
that's funny.
Guys, the infrastructure for new development out there could exceed $10 million.
Wow. Okay. Yep. County is now negotiating. Shout out Joy. Get in there. Joy Andrews is now negotiating with the original developer to reach a solution. I'm sure they will.
They always do.
They can't let that gigantic structure just go to caca. I
It'll be
can't.
fine.
This
Yeah.
next story, I actually heard about this, and I am so hyped up for this lady. Let me tell you something.
This lady is hysterical. Clay County's Yvonne Norman, you guys, listen to this. Headed out for a peaceful day of fishing in the coast of St. Augustine.
fishing came to mind.
But she reeled in, just might rewrite the record books. Yvonne hooked a massive African pompano so big it couldn't even fit in the cooler. It tipped the official scales of a jaw-dropping 40 pounds.
Wow.
Possibly smashing the 1990 world record of 39.5 pounds. We have to say the word possibly legally, I guess. After weighing the fish at home on her chicken feed scale. I love
Chicken
this lady.
feed scale.
I
Oh my
love
God.
this
I'm
lady.
telling you,
Perfect.
We're
What
gonna
else is she going to do?
look,
her.
we're gonna have her on the show.
I love her.
Yvonne
Yeah.
is a call to action. We need you in the seat.
Yeah.
So she called in backup to Clay County deputies to make the weigh-in
Wait,
legit.
can you imagine when they get this call? They're like, "We're doing what today? Chicken feed scales, a fish.
And
Let's
now-
go,
now-
guys."
Now she's going to go through the official process to get her catch into the record books. This is incredible. She's been fishing since she was a kid, and nobody's amateur. And this pompano may have met its match in a Florida woman who doesn't play around. She's got some
Guys.
crazy quotes in here, Mel.
Yes. Oh my God. Let me
What did
find
she
them.
say?
Oh my God. So she on her DIY scale moment.
Yeah.
You guys, do you know what she said?
What?
I said, "Let's go weigh it on chicken scale."
Oh my God.
She said that. It also didn't fit in a regular cooler, so she got creative. She goes, "We just dumped ice on it and laid a wet towel over it."
Okay.
Hey, I call that innovation.
Absolutely.
But
Oh my God. And she also
What did
said
her
on
brother
fishing
say?
style, I don't let nobody hold my pole. I know what I'm doing. I love it. She's been married 43 years and joked that her husband hooked her with a sports car and a boat. I love this lady
Oh my
so
gosh.
much. Shout
That's
out
amazing.
Yvonne Norman. You are incredible.
wait, her brother, she was fishing with the brother.
Yeah.
He reeled it in halfway and said, "Here, I'm going to give it to you. She said, no, that's not how this works.
That's not how this works.
She said, brother, step aside. It's like the equivalent to hold my beer.
Oh my gosh.
I don't get it. I don't let nobody hold my pole. I know what I'm doing.
Hey, we're gonna bump to National Story 2 if you don't mind, but we're gonna talk about Maracuya real quick. We've got our favorite spot, Christina.
I
we
love
love it over
there.
there.
Oh my
Looking for
gosh.
the perfect pour, tropical vibes, and coffee that tastes like a vacation? Say hola to Maracuya Coffee Shop, a cozy gem nestled at 260 West King Street in the heart of the Art District. We love them over there. They have bold brews, dreamy lattes, and fresh pastries and
foam.
exotic mocktails. They're incredible. You've got to check out Maracuya. We love them. Go in there and say Sunny sent you, right? You get 15% off. We go every Sunday morning. It's absolutely amazing. Check out
So good.
Maracuya. Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys.
Have you had their cactus mimosa?
No, what?
Oh, I did. You
Wait,
had-
what is this?
Listen.
Gloriousness.
I can't find this cactus juice anywhere else. I think that
They
he
probably make
actually
it.
Oh, Stacey,
gets
where
it
can we
from
get that?
elsewhere, and I don't
She's
know
probably
exactly.
back
but
there making the juice with
it
the
is
squish, squish.
so good. I mean, I think Patty and I sat on the porch and drank like
They're
just
fantastic.
2 for law enforcement reasons, but we probably sat on that porch and drank like 10 of those.
Yeah, but
things
you
one
didn't
time.
drive
I'm not-
after, so you're
I'm
fine.
No,
not,
we
I'm
just
not a champagne campaign
stayed there.
kind of a lady
No.
over here. I literally like that goes right to my head and it's headache central all day. But there's something magical
It's
about
the cactus
this cactus.
juice.
I'm trying to find out.
I'm gonna
She
try
did
this.
tell me.
Oh my God.
But yeah, go to Maracuya. Super
Do it.
great. We're gonna bump to National Story 2. So this is the
They
junior
don't, our viewers
firefighter.
don't know what that means.
Well, I know. I'm trying to tell you because the teleprompter's off.
I
The
gotta push the
junior
pedal, sorry.
firefighter is making junior firefighter in the making. 12-year-old douses blaze and wins a job offer. Okay, listen to this. Let's give it up for 12-year-old Ramir Parker of in Virginia, a real-life hero. Early one morning, Ramir had a strange heard a strange cackling sound. Sorry, guys. When he opened the bedroom door, he was met with thick smoke and fire. But instead of panicking, the seventh grader sprang into action. He grabbed his toddler brothers, shouted for his grandmother, and then got everyone out safely before the firefighters even arrived.
Wow.
The local fire chief was so impressed, he named Ramir an honorary firefighter and told him he got a job waiting for him when he turns 18. Talk about courage under pressure,
Oh my God,
right?
you guys.
I
12
love
years
it.
old.
God, you guys, that's amazing.
12. This is crazy. So the fact that he like knew what to do, that he automatically grabbed his 2-year-old brother and his 1-year-old, and then he grabbed the 1-year-old and we
Can you
ran outside the
imagine?
house. Like, what 12-year-old kid thinks like this?
That's
He
amazing.
also alerted his grandma, you guys. So he got all of his family out.
So have you ever been under duress, like in a situation, like really super stressed out?
all the time.
But did you ever feel like your body was paralyzed?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, and you
Yeah.
can't move forward?
Yeah.
Well, this kid actually saw through that moment.
Yeah.
That's a superhero.
It is super. He needs a cape.
Absolutely, yeah.
Not all heroes wear capes, guys. let me
But
tell
this
you.
one, oh my gosh, to get his family out, to
Mm-hmm.
get the grandmother out, and like prioritize his family. This is amazing. These are the kids that we need to highlight. I'm just super proud of that moment. So yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to that story.
You
I
go,
love that.
12-year-old.
Right?
That was like the Monday we had the story about the 4-year-old girl. Like these kids these days.
These are the ones I want to highlight in life. I think
These are
they're
the ones
super
when I'm
important.
in old and I can't do anything. I
Sunnydale
want them in
Farms.
charge of me. I don't want the kids that are using Chat GPT to take a medical test.
Right.
Exactly.
Give me these 2 kids.
Right, and a new loofah. Just kidding. All right, next up, we've got About Face. Ready to put your best face forward? Well, let's talk about Face. We love them over there. The ultimate destination for glowing skin, confidence boosting. They actually are a great medical spa for corrective. They really focus on that because there's a lot of botched things that happen out there. I don't know if you ever saw that show Botched, but that's crazy.
Oh, yes.
Well,
I
they
love
fix
that. I
all
love hate that
stuff,
show.
right? They are the OGs in town. They're incredible, and even the Sunnies out there that are not in St. Johns County, you can go to aboutface.guru. Type in the word Sunny as the code. You get 15% off. They'll ship it to you. Incredible.
Do it.
There's always a glow up bonus at About Face. Check them out today. I just got a hydrofacial. I'm feeling squeaky clean. I love it over there.
What's
All right.
up next?
Hey girl, horoscopes. All right, Pisces and Aquarius Libra and Aquarius are on
Yeah.
deck today. Libra, You mystical minx. This week, you're dripping in Dreamcore Couture.
Oh.
The moon is kissing your creativity, and Neptune is playing your DJ songs all into your daydreams. You're floating through the chaos like a siren on a cloud. Maison Francis, Cortujon, Baccarat, Bruges, 540, pure perfume, and it's crushed in velvet
Wow.
fantasy.
You
That's
fancy.
$550
gosh.
a bottle. Thank you very little. Your forecast really irrelevant. Logic is optional. You're here to feel the moment, baby. Expect deep emotions, sudden flashes of intuitive brilliance, and a few accidental psychic downloads while stirring your oat milk latte. The cosmic command for you, boo, is seduce the universe with softness. Your vibe is I could cry or I could start a
Oh.
revolution. Either way, I'm wearing it in Tom Ford silk.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, your power accessory, speaking of Tom Ford, is Tom Ford sunglasses. And that's I saw this coming in a dream 3 weeks ago, and I'm still unbothered. I love that. You don't just block the sun, you block the drama, baby. Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right, Aquarius, the couture commander. The stars called and they said the CEO stands for Capricorn Energy only. Well, Aquarius bust that right down. Your schedule is tighter than a Versace, not Versace, Versace bustier, and your standards are higher than your heels. I know we've been saying it wrong for years. It's Versace. You're not
Donatella
walking-
would be very proud of you
She's
right now.
very proud.
It's right here.
You're not walking into rooms this week. You're entering with an agenda and an invoice.
Give me my dollars.
I love it. I love this for Aquarius. So this isn't just your I don't compete, I dominate area. Crush your goals, sip espresso with menacing energy, and reject mediocrity with the well-arched brow, of course. If someone tells you to be realistic, smile and then buy their penthouse. Lead with luxury, conquer with calm. Your aura says, I am the deadline, honey. Oh, I love that.
Oh my gosh.
That's like 10 snaps.
Your power accessory is a structured Louis Vuitton leather briefcase packed with world domination plans and a highlighter in 3 shades of intimidation. I love all of this. That
This is the
smells like
best.
generational wealth and final warnings. Woo! Aquarius, you're
wow.
spicy.
Aquarius and Libra today.
Yes.
Get it.
Oh,
It is your day.
loving it.
But you know what else today?
Tell me.
June 26th, 1992. The 90s are, I'm sorry, my sleeve keep getting stuck on the chair here. I'm not dancing
Go
yet.
ahead, CB Nicks.
So these are your top 10 breakdown. Bring your baggy jeans, your penthouse vocals, and bass lines that hit like a pager.
Okay.
Oh my God, do you guys remember pagers?
Yes.
And then you go to the payphone.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Did you have a pager?
Oh, totally had a pager.
Yes.
It
Mine
was
was
teal.
turquoise.
It
Oh.
was
And
teal.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
okay.
so basically the same
That
color.
was
Oh my
like
God.
the original, and then you could text like 143's I love you, but you could flip it over and spell words. These, yeah.
HE
Yeah.
double hockey sticks.
Oh,
that's
bad.
the one.
All right,
All
so
right.
number 1 is I'll Be There by Mariah Carey.
Remember?
Oh.
Don't you know?
No, baby, yeah, yeah.
I'll be there.
There!
It's
Enjoy.
I'm sorry, everybody. That was
No,
probably
you
terrible.
have to.
Number 2 is one of Christina's favorite artists, Billy Ray Cyrus, and it's Don't Break My Heart,
Oh,
My Achy Breaky Heart, and Skip.
Yeah.
Alexa Skip. Number 3, the best things in
Best
life are
things
free.
in
Life are free.
Oh,
Luther
Mama, don't
Vandross.
sand it on your tree.
I forgot about
Done.
this
And
one.
Such a
Oh
good
my
one.
Janet Jackson.
gosh.
Anything with Janet Jackson.
God bless.
Anything.
Right?
So, number 4, Arrested Development, Tennessee.
Tennessee,
Tennessee.
that song.
Tennessee.
Lord, I've really been real stressed.
Get it?
Down and out. Losing ground.
Yes.
Done.
Don't know I am proud. Yeah.
My father's got me pessimistic.
Okay, this
Number
next one.
5, Under the Bridge Downtown by
Oh,
Red Hot
that's
Chili
right.
Peppers.
Cute. Yeah, he was hot.
Anthony
yeah.
Kiedis, then he got sober.
Yeah.
Number 6, everybody's song that made it Back It On Up. Baby Got Back.
Oh my God, this was
Yeah.
then?
This is a big deal that this is on when I'm on here because that is my karaoke song.
Is it
Shut
Baby Got
up.
Back?
That's the only one I'll do, but I
Done.
have to be pretty tipsy.
It was
for that.
Oh
meant
my God,
to
this
be.
is
That's
Kismet.
it.
That's amazing.
Oh my God,
Oh my
Becky.
God. Ashim said ding, 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 ding.
Oh, I love it. Thanks,
Okay,
Ashim.
and
We love
number
you.
7, everyone's favorite. They wore their clothes backwards. Crisscross with Crisscross will make you jump, jump. Come on,
Gotta
come on.
make it
Jump, jump.
Something.
Number 8, If You Asked Me To by Celine
Oh.
Dion. This was a song my girlfriends and I would sing, and we would record ourselves on our boombox trying to sound like her, and we thought we did, but we did not.
We all thought we sang like
Yes.
Celine, right?
Number 9 is one of my favorites, Sophie B. Hawkins. Damn,
my
I wish
God.
I was your lover.
Yes.
You're the only shoe that fits.
I'll rock you till the daylight comes. Oh,
Yes.
that's one of my favorites
Make
of all
sure
time.
you are
And
smart and warm.
Yes. And
Oh.
number 10, Live and Learn, Joe Public.
Oh my gosh.
You guys-
I love Sophie B. Hawkins.
I hope
too.
you all love our mini concerts.
too.
in the
so
middle.
Oh my
much
God.
fun.
But next up, and I don't read these when David sends them, but next up, and I'm going to flip this paper over.
All right, y'all.
Here we go.
These are messy today again.
Everybody's, wait, I got to stretch.
I'm getting these from bartenders, servers. I'm getting them from all over the place. But these are overheard in St. Augustine.
so
These crazy
funny.
quotes.
Oh, here we
They're
go.
incredible. Okay, so this first one at Pena Peck Gift Shop. Okay, Pena Peck House Gift Shop. I want to start writing poetry about things I love. And then the mother turns to the daughter and says, like what? Remorse and regret?
Like a true mother.
Gosh, right? Mama called her out.
Next at
Stop it.
Teeny Martini, how did you meet him? And somebody heard her say, oh, her husband asked me out on a date. Oh my God. Next up, waiting in line at Kookaburra, whoever has my voodoo doll, can you please give it Ozempic? Oh my God. You guys, we're funny in St. Augustine. This is crazy.
We're a disaster, but it's the best.
At the Fountain of Youth near the Peacocks, every day I get down on my knees and thank God Glee ended before WAP came out.
Oh my God. Stop it.
At Outback, my cousin just referred to Tinder as DoorDash for men. And honestly, that's not wrong,
I'm
right?
kind of here for that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
kind
gosh.
of here for that.
Oh, okay. Here's the big one for today. Walking down St. George Street. My Apple Watch accidentally called my mom while we were making out yesterday. Long story short, I won't be going home for the holidays this year.
Oh my gosh. Who does
that?
Can
That's
you
why I don't wear an Apple Watch,
imagine?
ladies and
How
gentlemen.
embarrassing. All right.
Why didn't you take it off before you make a hangout
Could
session?
you imagine?
Well, do you
I
take
don't-
your watch off every time you make out?
in the
I don't
heat
know.
of
how.
passion,
I
well,
don't
now
like
I will.
to sleep with or lay down with jewelry on.
Oh, I do.
Well, maybe they weren't.
Maybe,
it is
yeah,
about-
maybe. Maybe
Morning
it was,
show, Christina
Maybe
Joy.
they were hugging and jumping. Okay, next up, at the outlets, what's the male equivalent of Karen? And then the other person says, it's Matthew. I feel like it's Matthew. Does it sound
I feel like it's Garrett.
right?
Yeah, I thought that it was something like that.
Oh, is
I
it
think,
really?
I think there is one.
Like a Garrett. We need to find fact check.
Oh my God.
All right,
I don't
at
remember
White
it.
Lion.
This place, oh,
I
Lord.
hate when old ladies stare at me. It's like they've never seen a tramp stamp before.
That's amazing.
What?
Oh my God. This is at the farmer's market down at Classic Car Museum. I'm not saying I believe in astrology, but Mercury in retrograde did steal my debit card and ruin my bangs.
Guys, these
Word.
things make me laugh so hard I end up with a headache because I get dizzy.
All right, this is the last one. Volano Beach Boardwalks at sunset. I don't need therapy. I just need one good cry, 3 tacos, and nobody to speak to me till Tuesday.
Yes.
I like that
Love
one,
These
right?
are 10 out of 10. We highly recommend.
Oh God! Keep coming into my DMs. That sounds
Oh my
awful,
God.
but keep communicating with me.
Keep
about
stalking
the
me.
random things that people are saying in St.
my
Augustine.
God.
These are. I don't want this. I don't want this segment
No,
to
it's
die.
not going away. It's the best.
Amazing. Yes.
So here we go. So today's it's slinging it through the decades. It's the 1920s edition. And I say this phrase actually because I love it.
Oh.
The cat's pajamas. It means top notch, excellent, the best of the best. If someone says something was the cat's pajamas, it means they were it. They were fabulous.
Oh.
Like wearing something with
So
fringe.
you're the cat's pajamas.
I'm always the cat's pajamas. So how we use it now? Is it?
what does it say?
My grandma just got a tattoo of a flamingo riding a bicycle. She's officially the cat's pajamas.
Yeah. She's got
Wow.
a tattoo now. Good luck
Oh
with
my
that.
God,
but
you guys,
A
Yeah.
flamingo
That's our-
riding a bicycle.
right.
I don't.
It's an interesting
Okay.
bicycle.
I don't know.
Okay.
So that's our slanging it through the decades today, 1920s edition.
Oh my gosh. Well, all right, my radiant rays of ridiculous joy, that sparkle the scoop and the solar powered sass coming from Sunny TV's Glow Up edition. We're super excited to have Christina Joy in studio.
Yes.
Amazing chat. Please check her out. We put that link in comments. But yeah, we're piping up something hot for 3 o'clock today, baby. At 3 o'clock, we've got Afternoon Delight. We've got all the things. Oh, this new Reddit story, you guys.
I haven't read it yet.
You got to
Get
check
it?
this
See
one
what I did
out.
there?
Yeah, you did
Oh my God.
amazing. We love you guys. Thank you so much for showing up and showing out. Hit that share button for me if you want to help us out. We love you, love you, love you. We'll see you at 3, boo. Bye,
And we're
Sunnies.
sponsored by St. Augustine Lab, the Bailey Group, Great Expectations, Old Town Trolley, Maracuya, About Face, Zone Cheer All Stars, Spice and Tea Exchange, Flashes of Brilliance, Epic Behavioral Health Care, and Emma Concerts Association.
Thank you so much.
Bye.